Hello, this is Smitty, and I am doing this movie slash DVD slash Blu-ray collection video mainly due to some requests from some friends and some buddies of mine on the channel. So this is my movie corner here. It's got some games at the bottom. At one time, I had a large DVD collection, well over 1,000 DVDs. Kind of gone a lot more digital lately, but let's go through some of these movies. I'm gonna go through some of the stuff on top as well. Huge Goofy movie fan. Growing up in the '90s, that was very instrumental in my childhood. So we got a little print there, some TMNT stuff, and then onto the collection. So my wife is a huge Fast and Furious fan. So after 7, we got digital. So got the Fast and Furious movies, which those were brought in through the marriage, and then also the Lord of the Rings. Never actually seen these movies. Got the Hellboys. Huge fan of the Hellboy series. Again, my wife is a huge fan of the Transformer and the Pirates of the Caribbean movies. One of the cool standouts from this is the Grindhouse double feature. Really happy to grab that into the collection. Onto the Harry Potter movies. Growing up, my first R-rated movie I seen in the theaters was American Pie 2. I was underage when I seen that, but because I looked a lot older, they didn't card me. My first actual R-rated movie I was able to see in the theater was the Harold and Kumar Go to White Castles movie. So kind of a interesting link between those two. Again, married with a daughter, so my collection is kind of very skewed to have a lot of that stuff in my collection. Going to the next collection or next row. Just a lot of Marvel stuff, obviously. Again, before getting the Disney Plus, had to get the movies like that. Another standout right here is the Dark Knight. It's a little stuck on there. Oh, crap. Oh, man, that's not good. But yeah, that's The Mask, and now that kind of rips, so I'm a little frustrated about that. Over here is the first 2 seasons of the Nickelodeon animated series, along with some of my other Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles stuff. And in a brief second, I will flash over where you can see the other Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle thing right now. Over here is the complete classic collection in a party wagon, so that's super cool. It's all complete. Alright, back into the collection. I was able to get it out. It does come with the mask. There is a little rip up there now. Unfortunately, a little frustrated about that. But moving forward, got the complete animated series of the real Ghostbusters. Also, big Ghostbusters fan. Scott Pilgrim, one of my favorite movies of all time. So that's kind of on the roll by itself. Down here, oddly enough, Talladega Nights, a funny movie. Sky High, for some reason, love that movie. Very underrated. Through here, again, a lot of my wife's movies, the dance movies, the romantic comedies, which, to be fair, romantic comedies aren't the worst, but not for everyone. So going through, got some child movies, some Disney stuff like the Aladdin on DVD. My daughter really loves Wreck-It Ralph. Mr. and Mrs. Smith, one of my wife's favorite movies there, because we are the Smiths, so that makes sense. Going down, got some of my DVD series. This whole row 100% free through my old diving means. So 100% complete on those ones. Was really into Shameless for a while. got out of it, so that's why there's only the first 4 seasons. Me and my wife did watch that originally. Grey's Anatomy season 1. We watched the whole series multiple times. One of the shows that a lot of people probably don't know about is the 19-2, which is a Canadian series based off of Quebec. Really good series with Jared Kessel, who is the creator of Letterkenny before he became famous for that. I got the whole series. Really good, actually. Very dark. If you like the series Luther, it is kind of a very similar vein. Doug, the complete series, Nickelodeon series. Love this. Love Doug. Was always a big Doug fan for Nickelodeon. Boy Meets World, one of my favorite series of all time. And again, another Canadian series that I watched when I was in high school was Instant Star. Again, real big fan of that series when I was a teenager, so grabbed it. For a while, I was a big Doctor Who fan, so I got that one for free, and just had a lot of them through digital means. Still missing season 9. I believe 9's the only one I do not have for Smallville and Battlestar Galactica. Very underrated series. All right, onto this. As you hear my knee crack because I'm getting old here, is just a VHS for the Washington Redskins 1991, where I believe they won the Super Bowl that year, which I believe that was actually in Minnesota. My mother-in-law, huge fan. Over here, some Blu-rays and some steelbooks. So I got a bunch of steelbooks through through Best Buy when they were dirt cheap. These were the only available through Best Buy. They might be worth a little bit more now. Got Ghostbusters, got Fifth Element, got a couple other ones scattered through. I might have traded a couple through there, but a lot of sealed Blu-rays in here. My wife got Hidden Figures for free through work at one point. Frozen, my daughter, again, had a young daughter who really loved that. The Way of the Dragon, the Bruce Lee story, a Bruce Lee double feature, really cool. The Last Dragon, really underrated. Definitely check that out. Over here, some more Blu-rays, Ultraviolet I got from the dollar store, I believe, years ago. My wife was huge into the Twilight series for a while, and I believe she's still into it. So down here are a little bit more of the what I would consider Snickle Fritz of my DVD. These don't get touched often. My wife did like Sherlock Holmes. Total Recall is a classic. Other than that, the Bad Green Lantern, which actually I think is slightly underrated. It's not that as bad as people say it is. Breakfast Club, thrown in there. Go through. Office Space is a classic. Classic Spider-Man. The Punisher. Now that he's more in the headlines, Cat Williams is Stand Up. All Dogs Go to Heaven. Another Cat Williams. Again, a lot of this collection was extremely free through my diving means back in the day. Over here, Super Trooper 1 and 2. Life as We Know It. Another series that a lot of people don't know about. Last Kiss was a huge, when I was writing movies back in the day, that was kind of a movie that I really was into. Demolition Man, Set It Off is a classic. I love that movie. I grew up watching movies like that. Forbidden Planet, never seen it. Men in Black. My wife's huge into National Treasure. More video game related DVDs and movies right here. Zelda, Kirby, Super Mario, Super Show. Go through a little bit faster because the run is coming out. Idle Hands will be a classic, and Leprechaun in the Hood. Love that movie. God, I love that movie. Mind the Mancia was free. I was a little bit into that show until it kind of became the same thing over and over again. And of course, as a true Minnesotan, have to have Charlie Brown Christmas. Fun fact about Charles Schultz is that he was kicked out of the high school I graduated from, Johnson High School, which was also the high school of the Miracle on Ice teacher, Herb Brooks. Down here is kind of the end of the collection here. Gonna wrap this up. Notable Team America, Superbad and Waiting, some great comedies there. The Blade trilogy right there, along with some Iron Man and Thor, Avatar, which is one of my wife's favorite movies. Down here, I got some DVDs that are a little bit notable, but aren't in a case, so I'll just skip over that now. I got some Pokemon and Halo, of course, gaming stuff. Sex and the City, my wife is into that. Only got season 1. That is notoriously bad for having damage to the case, and that's the same for my scenario. Airbud, Alice, and all that stuff. So, got a bunch of more DVDs and stuff in there, but not going to get into that. But hopefully you guys liked my overview of my DVD collection. Might actually get back into collecting that in the near future. But until next time, thank you for watching. Make sure you guys get your cinephiles on. Peace.